Oh. Oh, fuck. Alright. Well, hello, everybody on YouTube. It's the Wingnut, and, oh, well, figured out what the problem was with the bike not wanting to start, because it left me stranded at work today for a little bit. You know, I'm going to move that. Give me 1 second. There we go. We get the wide angle anyways, so you guys can see what's going on behind me. Oh, my goodness. Oh, what a day. I had plans for this afternoon, but they kind of got, like, torpedoed, so to speak. And so, hey, everybody, it's the Wingnut, and let me tell you about batteries and battery chemistry. So, 'tis the season for batteries to die, apparently, in the Wingnut household. So, I had to put a new battery on the bike about a half hour ago. Literally went to leave from work to go handle some stuff, and click, 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 and we go to jump it, and it won't even jump off, and I'm thinking the starter's fried. I'm thinking the solenoids on the starter's fried. I was like, well, hell, I'm gonna Hail Mary it. I'm gonna run and grab a whole new battery, and I was able to pick up a new AGM battery, and boom. But for whatever reason, since I bought this bike, every 3 years on the nose, I've had to replace it. I mean, within like a week, I've had to replace the batteries. Like the battery chemistry just gives up, and it leads me to think about one of the mods that they talk about a lot on the r3owners.net forum, and that's the DL1000 rectifier to replace the rectifier on here. It shuts a little bit better, and it's meant to protect your stator. And just put a better piece of equipment on it, and it's not a very expensive mod, so I think I'll be looking into that anyways. So yeah, just putting that on the back burner and kind of go from that. But man, talk about getting your plans torpedoed. Just sometimes it happens, that's life. You make the best laid plans, so to speak. And in my case, they were semi-laid plans, and they still got torpedoed. But that's what happens sometimes. I mean, all you can do is do your best. That's all you really can do. But the starter issue is figured out, so that's a win, and it's definitely a win in my book. I'm sorry for yawning, folks. Oh. I am nice and warm in my gear, and I am definitely comfortable right now on the bike. It's not near as cold now as it was this morning. This morning was down to like, I want to say 33 degrees. I'm not really sure. It was low. This afternoon's high was 44. So, not too bad. It beats being hotter than shit. So, there's that. And for whatever reason, just not comfortable. I think when I pulled my seat off to replace the battery, I didn't set my back pad up correctly, but ain't too worried about it. It'll sort itself out. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Most time, yeah, I guess I better talk about something a little bit more than like 5 minutes of crap, my battery died, gotta change it. Look, if you're going to do any kind of serious motorcycle riding, and by serious I mean you're going to ride a lot, or you're definitely going to ride a lot far by yourself, it really helps to have a toolkit. Because I'll be honest, like today I lucked out, because even though I had to get a battery, I had all the tools in my little metric toolkit in my saddlebag. You know, while what I have is not the best tools in the world, because this is a cheap kit. I got it from Cycle Gear. It works in a pinch. It works. I mean, if you guys ever, if you're old enough, motorcycles used to come with toolkits. In fact, I believe this one came with a toolkit, which usually consisted of a Phillips screwdriver and a little bitty like stamp steel wrench, you know, flat steel wrench, and the tool to adjust your shocks. And they also came with a the thingy spark plug wrench as well, that the screwdriver part fit into, so you could turn it and change out your plugs. Most new bikes now, I haven't seen them with them as far as the cruisers go, but you also need a computer to work on them. Hell, you need a computer to work on this one for engine related stuff. Yeah, if you're going to tune it, but you know, I would highly suggest, if you're going to own a motorcycle, learn about your bike. Learn as much as you can about your bike, and make sure you have some tools. Because if I'd have called the tow truck, all right, I cannot call my insurance's tow company to come get me because I was on base. So that means that to get towed, I would have to hire somebody out in town and have them come on base, who's got a license, come on base, to tow me off base, and then however far it's going to take to get to D&D Imports or my home, which will usually be about $80 to $180 depending on where I'm at in the area. And then, you know, you got to think about, you know, taking it to a shop. What's a shop going to do? Most shops are going to do you right. They're going to do a full diagnostic, tell you it's the battery, or tell you whatever it is, do the fix, and that's all it's going to cost. All right, so we're looking, just the tow alone is more than $100. All right, and while your roadside assistance may reimburse you depending on your policy, you know, and then that's hours gone. I got one of my friends from work, a really good guy, Bryce, you're the fucking man, by the way, gave me a lift to the auto parts store right off base. I spent $109 plus tax, so $115. Got a battery, threw it into the bike in less than a minute, and I'm back on the road. You know, and if it's something simple like that, I think as a motorcycle rider, you should know enough about your motorcycle to change the battery, to check your tires, to change your own oil. It's not that I don't think shops are great. I mean, a lot of these shops are really good. If there's something I can't do myself, my bike goes to D&D Imports. That's who I trust. That's who I know. Precision motorcycles in Virginia Beach is pretty good as well. I've had business dealings with them, and I was really happy with the business I did with them. So I got two shops. I got one, you know, but they're both on South Side. So don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with taking your stuff to the shop, but if you ever intend to ride across country or alone, you know, it doesn't hurt to have a small toolkit and, you know, stuff like that, and a basic working knowledge of your motorcycle repair. Like if you need to do your brakes on your bike, do them yourself. Try them once. Just try doing it once, and you may end up liking the result. You may do them again. You know what I mean? Some bikes are easy to do brakes on. My front brakes are easy. Rear brakes kind of a pain in the ass, but still doable. And in fact, you can do them in a parking lot of a hotel, which is what we did on Rockets Across America 2018 when I burnt my brakes out. You know, changing the bulbs in them. I just feel as a motorcycle rider, you should be able to take care of the little dinky stuff so you can keep riding, and especially if you're going to be riding a long distance by yourself. I'm not saying you got to carry a full tool bag. I mean, literally, my entire bag right here on my left side, or my right side, is my foul weather gear, a small air compressor, a first aid kit with some trauma pouches. I've got a air compressor that runs off the thing, and it's probably only going to work one time before it burns up, but that's all I need is that one time to get me home. So there's that, and that's me. But I have a bike with saddlebags where I have space to do that. But if you're riding across country on a bike without a bag of some kind, man, it's just miserable. You know, you do you. That's my 2 cents. It is what it is. Yeah. Well, hey everybody, it's the Wingnut. I am gonna go ahead and sign off right here. I'm getting into the Witch Duck 264 interchange bullshit. I'm sorry, traffic. And yeah, so hey guys, it's the Wingnut. Like, dislike, subscribe, it's on you. Have a good one.